Hi everyone. Today I am talking about the global companies and its approaches to international recruitment. What is a global company? A global company, also known as global corporation. The term global means all around the world. Global company is a company that does business all over the world. A global company is any company that operates at least a country other than the country where it is originated. Expanding to even just one additional country is a lot of work and therefore great achievement also. To be a global company, you need to introduce not only your products but also your company to another country. You need to conduct significant research about the nature of the market, number of competitors, government policies, estimated demand of the product, response of the people. There are many benefits of global company. First one is increasing of customer base. Selling of product in another country increase your customer base as per the demand of the product. Second one is lower operating cost. If lower labor costs are cheaper in the new country, you stand to save a operating cost. Third one is increasing of profit. Another benefit of the global company is increasing of profit. When the demand of the product increase in the sale of increase and also increase the profit also. Fourth one is control products introduction. You don't have to provide entire product line in the new country. As an introduction, you can introduce seasonal products and analyze the demand. Fifth one is company's high growth rate. Expansion to a foreign country also increase your company's high growth rate. Example for global companies. One of the global company is Coca-Cola, which in 1886 was struggled to get by World War II. Coca-Cola is a US company. Coca-Cola now sells its beverages in more than 200 countries. Coca-Cola have a large number of product lines that introducing worldwide. One of the another example is Apple. Apple is a US company. They manufacture and sells mobile phones, computer systems, and also develop and sell multiple software and relevant services such as iOS. The company is one of the largest multinational corporation. It also sells support offerings, accessories, and digital content for the third party. Next, we discuss the approaches of global companies in international recruitment. Ethnocentric approach, polycentric approach, regiocentric approach, and geocentric approach. First one is ethnocentric approach. When a company follows strategy of choosing only from the citizen of the parent country to work in host nation, it is called an ethnocentric approach. The general rationale behind the ethnocentric approach is that the staff from the parent country would represent the interest of headquarters effectively and link well with the parent country. This method involves four stages. One is self-selection. Second, creating a candidate pool. Third is technical skills assessment and making mutual decision. Example for ethnocentric approach is a US parent company places natives from the United States in key position in both the United States and Mexico. That means only citizen of parent country to another country. Second approach is polycentric approach. What is polycentric approach? When a company adopts strategy of limiting recruitment to the nationals of the host country, it is called polycentric approach. The purpose of adopting this approach is reduce the cost of foreign operation gradually. The primary purpose of handing over the management to the local people is to ensure that the company understands the local market conditions. Also, remember political scenario, cultural and legal requirements better. The polycentric approach uses natives of the host country to manage operates in their country and natives of parent country to manage the home office. Example for polycentric approach is an Australian parent company uses natives of India to manage operates of Indian subsidiary. Natives of Australia manage the home office. The third approach is geocentric approach. When a company adopts the strategy of recruiting the most suitable persons for the position available in it, irrespective of their nationalities, it is called a geocentric approach. Companies that truly global in nature adopt this approach since it utilizes a globally integrated business strategy. For an effective utilization of the internal source of recruitment, global companies need to develop an internal database of employees and an effective tracking system to identify the most suitable persons. The geocentric approach uses the best all available managers for the business without regarding for their country of origin. Fourth one is regiocentric approach. The regiocentric approach uses managers from the various countries within the geocentric region of the business. The managers operate independently in the region. They are not normally removed to the company headquarters. The regiocentric approach is adaptable to the company and the product strategies. When a regional expertise is needed, natives of the region are hired. If product knowledge is crucial, then the parent country nations who have ready to access corporate sources of information can be brought in. One shortcoming of the regiocentric approach is that managers from the region may not be understand the view of the managers at headquarters. Also, corporate headquarters may not employ enough managers with international experience. The regiocentric approach places managers from the various countries within the geographic regions of a business. For example, the US parent company uses natives of the United States at company headquarters. Natives of European countries are used to manage the Italian subsidiary. We can conclude that become a global company that involves an important factor, that is research. Before expanding your business to another country, you must research about the possibility of success. Lack of research leads to the failure of the